Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse look the same. They'd be like if I was like, guys, meet my girlfriend.
Alright, I'm stitching this video because I want to have a conversation about the comments on it and how uncomfortable a lot of them made me, and how I think we need to have a conversation about assuming people's identity or leaving comments that imply certain things. A lot of the comments on this video were coming from who I'm sure are well-intentioned people, with comments like, oh, yep, this is seeing the TV glow. Girl, come back in 6 months when you've transitioned. Oh, I can hear the egg shattering noises right now. Girl, this is how my transition started. I'll see you in 6 months. Am I the only one who thinks that that is incredibly weird and incredibly invasive? Speaking from my own experiences, not just as a genderqueer person, but who has talked to a lot of people who have come out as trans after exploring identities like femboy or gender fluid, or just went from wanting to experiment with makeup to deciding, hey, I am actually a trans woman. Comments like this are not helpful. Comments like this make a lot of assumptions, and I don't think that this is a good way to show support to someone who might be in the closet. We need to meet people where they're at now. Maybe this creator is trans, maybe they're not. I'm not going to make any assumptions about that just because I saw one 22-second video on TikTok where they made a joke about looking really fine as a woman. I don't know. It's not really my place, and quite honestly, it's not really my business. But speaking as someone who has had various parts of my identity questioned, why is it okay to do that? To assign a label, to assign a very specific term to someone who you have no idea where they might be at on their journey. You gotta meet people where they're at, and you need to accept people where they're at. Because accepting people where they're at is the only way that they can continue to grow. If at any point I had told people in my life who did go through a femboy to trans woman experience when they were identifying as a male who just likes dressing in feminine clothes, yeah, I'll see you in 6 months when you figured out that you're a woman, or like, oh, like, sure, you're just a boy who likes dressing feminine. Like, that's so rude. That's so demeaning, and it makes you feel like you're not a person who knows yourself well enough. And had I done that to that person, it probably would have pushed them further and further and further into the closet. Because no one likes being told that they are a certain identity or that they are a certain thing. I think that's a universal human experience where nobody likes that. Nobody appreciates that. And I understand that it is coming from a place of personal experience and being like, yes, this is how it started for me. You know, maybe I should encourage this person to think about it so they can be their best authentic selves. Totally understand that that's where it comes from, but it does not come across that way. It comes across as incredibly demeaning, in my personal opinion. If you want to leave comments like, dang, you really do be looking fine as a girl, or like, damn, that style looks great on you, I think that that's great. I think that that's encouraging, and I think that that could lead a person to, if that's the path that they're on or that they want to be on, that sets them on the path to, you know, discovering something about themselves. But just backing people into a corner and insisting that they are going to be a certain way because of this experience is incredibly overstepping and incredibly not cool, and makes a lot of assumptions about someone's identity, and will likely make that person incredibly uncomfortable. We can be encouraging without making assumptions.